Hello, what's up, guys? Today we are back with another Empires video. So today we will be looking at what if China made an empire. So China would first go after Mongolia, as they are much stronger than Mongolia, and Mongolia is really just it's not going to really stand a chance. But I will still show you how this war is going to play out. Yeah, so Chinese troops would go along the border in little increments, trying to get land from Mongolia and trying to, separate the border so Mongolia can't really break into China like they're currently doing over in the northern part. With little to no, they were kind of expecting this and they had all their military there, so little to no resistance there because China's military is mainly focused on southern Mongolia, trying to get a lot of the land before they finally notice what's going on up in the east, which will cause them to, after Mongolia breaks through this part of China and starts surrounding their troops, even encircling some of them, China will push back and start pushing into Mongolia's little panhandle here. And yeah, it's not looking too good for Mongolia right now, as China takes back this area and pushes further, canceling out the encirclement as the Chinese troops are. What is going on? As the Chinese troops are quickly escorted out and put back on the front lines back in the southern part of Mongolia. At this point, Mongolia has zero chance, but they are still putting up a fight as they don't want to lose their country. They have been a country for a very long time. The Mongol Empire was a massive empire, so they kind of just want to preserve that. They want to preserve their power. But eventually, with a lot of major cities taken, I don't know about their capital, I don't know where it is. But yeah, with a lot of major cities and stuff taken, and a spearhead to where I'm just going to say their capital's around right here. But I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me where it is. But once they take their capital, it's just Mongolia surrenders. And in this peace treaty, we see that it is full annexation. So yeah, they will fully annex Mongolia. After I actually stop being stupid and undo the border. Stop pressing Control, press Shift. Jeez. After they fully annex Mongolia, their next thing. Oh wow, that's looking a lot like the Qing Dynasty. That's part of China. No, jeez. That's part of China. That's part of China. That's also part of China. That's not. And you know what they want to do? They want to fix that. It's now part of China. Alright. And the next one, they're going to go after their ally. That is not supposed to happen. They're going to go after their ally, North Korea, which is kind of a surprise, seeing as North Korea is like, hey man, what's going on? Why are you invading us? And China's like, land, nuclear power, and I don't use nukes, so Korea is steamrolled. and fully annexed, which will indeed raise tensions between China and Russia, but Russia is not going to do anything just yet. Next, China is going to declare war on Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan all at once, no breaks, and also Pakistan, causing India to go in on the side of China. I know, right? It's weird. And they will drag Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, all into the war. And, yeah, these countries are kind of screwed. And they know that. But they're still going to put up the best fight they can. And China is going to push into Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan and the northern part of Turkmenistan, completely taking Uzbekistan and making one huge front against Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, all of them, completely taking Tajikistan, while India is making pushes, trying to take the entirety of what they claim as theirs, aka Pakistan. They have captured their capital at this point. Let's just enforce that because I also don't know where Pakistan's capital is. I don't keep track of capitals, alright? But they've definitely captured Pakistan's capital because with the help of all of this, yeah. India's also going to get Sri Lanka in on this. And, yeah. At this point, the other things are screwed, and they try to make one last stand against India and China, but yeah, no, it just doesn't work. These countries are not that strong compared to China and India combined, the second and fourth strongest countries in the world currently, because I've booted Russia from my second place spot. It might still be second in most people's eyes, but yeah, they will take all of these guys. And looking at a peace treaty, we can see that China will take, I will just show you, China will, wrong color. China will take all of Uzbekistan, all of Turkmenistan, and all of Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, for India getting all of Pakistan, and they split these people right, Afghanistan people right down the middle. And yeah, this part goes to India, this part goes to China. But I don't want to do that. Stop. And yeah, so China will fully annex Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, the northern part of Afghanistan, all of that stuff. And they will puppet a combined, not a combined, but like they will puppet this part of Uzbekistan and this part of Turkmenistan, as they don't want to get too big because they're probably going to collapse if they do. But yeah, they will take all of this land, and India will take all of this land. shift. Well, I wasn't pressing anything, but you get the gist. Alright, so yeah. India, wrong color. Way wrong color. India will take all of Pakistan and this part of Afghanistan. They will offer Nepal to join them. Nepal will indeed join them. And so will, oh God, so will Bangladesh and Bhutan after offering for them to join the Union as well. And India will accept them joining. And that will cause a new union to be formed, the Raj, plus Afghanistan. Sri Lanka will also join this union, but I just didn't feel like mentioning them because, you know, it's kind of obvious that they would join. And yeah, these two countries are made into puppets of China, not India. And India will now leave this, and China will then go on to attack Kazakhstan and Iran, as they kind of just want to control the Middle East and Asia. We have a Mongol Empire kind of thing going on here, but they're not the Mongols. Wrong. I filled them in the wrong color. Yeah, they will declare war on Kazakhstan and Iran. Not form an alliance with Kazakhstan and Iran. So yeah. And China will, wrong color. No. Gosh, I need to get used to these controls again. So yeah. China will have had troops stationed here, and they will start, that's not the right color, they will start pushing into Kazakhstan, taking the border of them, and trying to, you know, get like closer inside while also getting some territory and some land mass in Iran. They have put their navy through all of this, and they have made their navy go into this. So they will drop their navy with all their troops and start bombing Iran, and dropping their troops in to try to completely take over southern Iran. And at this point, Iran has just started collapsing from the inside out, and we have some rebel groups joining in to help China. And yeah, Iran's government just surrenders because they kind of can't handle that. And we have the same sort of thing happening in Kazakhstan, as little areas and provinces start. I don't know where the provinces are, but little areas of Kazakhstan start breaking away and starting to join China in revolution against Kazakhstan. And yeah, China will completely be supporting this, maybe even be funding it. Wink, wink. But yeah, they will completely take over the edges of Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan will also surrender. So, if we look at what is going to be happening next, whoops. Yeah, if we look what's gonna happen next, we can see that this little puppet state gets that much land, and this little puppet state gets a lot more land. And China will also make another puppet state appear where the rebels can live in support of China, but really it's It's just China not wanting to get too big because it's kind of unhealthy to be that big. Oh my god, why? Hey, stop! Where's my microphone thing? I gotta turn this down. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, so that's not the microphone one. Is this one the microphone one? This one's definitely the microphone one. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, it's right next to my mouth so you guys can hear me. Stuffy nose, sorry. But they will also make a puppet state in Iran, down in the southernmost part. Like about that much, and then they will take over the rest of it. If you're wondering about my heavy breathing, yeah, I try to do all my sentences in one breath, so I kind of just, like, right now, I'm just kind of holding my breath. I needed to breathe there. But yeah, I kind of, like, hold my breath when I talk, because, it's easier. So if you're ever wondering, what am I saying? If you're ever wondering about why you hear a bunch of heavy breathing when it's like right next to my mouth, it's because of that. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, they will be making a bunch more puppet states. Even the puppet states themselves are like surprised that they even got like to be a puppet state, these new ones. And the other ones are surprised that they were like allowed to get that much land. But they put a request in, and the request was in fact allowed. Sorry, this part's just annoying. Oh my god, my dogs don't shut up. But yeah, this is the new Chinese empire so far. And it's actually the Chinese empire forever. As yeah, they're kind of happy now. They have a lot of land, they have a lot of population. Shut up! A lot of population, a lot of land, a lot of puppet states to help them in wars. They're kind of set. But it's kind of unstable, so a province will break away. These South Beijing part, along with the support of Taiwan. Oh my god, they don't shut up. I am so sorry about them. They don't know how to shut up. It is extremely annoying. I hate this. They are blasting my ears. They will also join in with Taiwan. Shut it! God, don't shut up. But China losing like not a lot of land has just is just gonna breeze through and take over the entire thing and start pushing into the like coastal area, trying to cut them off from sea access and invading and completely taking over Taiwan again. And they'll make a few sea landings with the Navy that didn't rebel. I don't know why I pulled the magnifying glass out, but I did. But yeah, they will take over the perimeter of the little rebels as the rebels try to push into Beijing. And I'm not going to switch the color because I'm lazy. And start invading into China. China will cut them off and like completely wipe out as they did one last final stand. And yeah, their entire military is kind of here. So they push a little bit more into China. But then China gets kind of, back and yeah, in circles and yeah. So the rebels are kind of gone, and they will make, seeing as they were unstable and a whole population of people voted to secede from the Union. A little history thing right there. Yeah, they decided to make a puppet state out of what the rebels were because they don't want that to happen anymore. So yeah. So yeah, this is the new Chinese Empire. I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. If you have enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications with the bell. If you want to check out Rapid Royale's channel, he's a pretty good mapping YouTuber. He's funny. He gets a lot of advice from me and some other people. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to him as well. Show him some love. Yeah. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.